Monday morning. So here's that load. A couple coils on skids on the back, but it's just a bunch of little tiny coils. We'll see what we get next. Alright, it's 9:05 on Monday, the 30th of March. I just delivered my load here in my hometown, which is awesome. So it was like 10 minutes from my house. Of course, I had to travel 20 minutes to get to my truck. But, man, I was preparing videos this weekend, and I made a mistake. And I was clearing out some space off of a certain folder, and after I did that, it deleted, like, video footage, so... oh well, you get what you get. My bad. I got a new fleet manager. I transferred from my, I guess, your training fleet manager, and now I'm working with Jeff, the regular fleet manager, I guess you could say. It sounds like a good guy, and look forward to working with him. I don't know if I don't tend to call my fleet managers too often. In fact, I prefer to use the OmniTracks. Holy cow! You know, that's how lame I am. Okay, focus. This is the first Qualcomm unit I've seen with the new OmniTracks name. So there you go, showing that OmniTracks has purchased the Qualcomm. So anyway, most of my messaging goes through that, and provides a record for everything that you do. Anyway, just sitting here waiting for my next load. I just dropped off my load of galvanized coils and a couple of palletized material. So we'll see where we go from here. I know there's not a whole lot of freight that Maverick has contracts with out of the St. Louis area, but you know, I go where they tell me to go, so it's all miles, and I like it. So I'm very surprised because you know, it's still Sunday approaches, and I'm anxious for Monday. Is that bad? You know, like I'm like looking forward to getting in the truck, yet leaving. You know, it's a catch-22. I'm looking forward to this job when I get in the truck, but I dread it in the sense that, I don't know, dread's a strong word. I'm apprehensive because I'm leaving my family for the week, but they do so well on their own. I think they've been acclimatized very well with all my military deployments. I deployed 7 different times, and they put up with that, and they've handled it very well, and I think it strengthened them to the fact, and even prepared them for this job. Wow, it's focused on this camera baffles me sometimes. Like, it'll focus on my steering wheel, but I lift it up. It's like, why doesn't it want to focus now? I don't know. Maybe it's too early in the morning for the camera to work correctly, or the shadows are messing with it. Anyway, we'll see what happens on our next adventure today. Starting out Monday with 600 miles on the clock, and we'll go from there. Hoping to get an updated miles and pay chart going. So I think it's we've got some more averages to look at and share with everybody. So we'll see what happens. Now it's 11:53 on Monday. I'm in Granite City, Illinois, which is like 20 minutes from where I dropped off this morning. And it took a while to get, I guess, all the ducks in a row. The scale house at this particular location, you need your license plate number off of your vehicle, which I didn't have, so I'm gonna give that to them when I'm on my way out. And on this particular work assignment, I guess they gave me a pickup number through my work assignment, but there was no, I guess the number that they were looking for was not what I had, so I had to make a phone call, and they sent me the number that they are looking for, and so here I sit. I figure this is, since it's a steel company, they are most likely union, and I think they're all at lunch right now. It's 11:55, so in 5 minutes I'll know if they show up that they're done with lunch. But I've been here for an hour and 22 minutes. This is what I've never hauled anything like this before. You know, they're the suspension systems for trains and rail cars, so, and it's the work assignment says tarp, which is interesting. None of the other trucks that have loaded up with this product have tarped their load. They weren't Maverick trucks, but they did not have to, apparently on their work assignment, tarp their load. So it should be interesting on how to tarp this and secure, because I've never secured anything like this before, so it'll take some thinking on my part, but that's okay. My brain works really well when I need it to. I'm next to be loaded, so whenever they do show up to load us, it's me, and there's a truck to my left that's also a Maverick truck. And then there's, you can see that truck right there, and there's probably two to three trucks behind him waiting to load as well. You gotta be careful where you hold your thumb, because you could end up stopping your video without meaning to. So this trip is like 12 hours and 36 minutes long according to my GPS, because originally it was going to be longer, and the distance was almost 10% out of route according to my GPS. So correlating with my map book, I was able to basically force my GPS to go the way I wanted, and it saves me almost 30 miles. It'll take about the same amount of time, but the distance is shorter, so that's what I'm concerned with, is out of route miles. So with the way I've routed, it's almost a straight line. I will be going through some hills in West Virginia, and this load is going to Roanoke, West Virginia. Roanoke, Virginia. So I will travel down the road. I've only got 9 hours and, let's see here, I have 9 hours and 10 minutes on my 14-hour clock. It doesn't matter, which is less than what I've got on my 11 hours. So I'm already driving on my 14-hour clock now, based on these wait times. So I will drive according to the miles I have left on my fuel, because I'm hitting 7.4 mpg. Yes, sir. I'm going to I'm going to be able to drive about 5.5 hours, at which point I will fuel. And if my clock still requires it, I'll take a half-hour break. But I have a feeling by the time I get loaded, I may be just on my 8-hour clock. And no rest break will be required because I don't have enough time. So we will see. My load is scheduled to deliver at like 8:15 in the morning, so I'm not sure. I may have to send in a macro to have them, to let them know of when I project I'm going to be there. The driver next to me, he is delivering to the same location. His appointment time is like at 9:45. That's the appointment time I'd like to have, because I don't know if I'll make 8:15 based on how long it's taken to load. We'll see. Just the, day-to-day in trucking. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's I got my key on so I can actually look. It's 64 degrees outside right now, so that's hopefully it doesn't get any warmer. I don't I like cool weather, and this is about perfect, if not a little too warm. But that's me, and well, we'll see what happens and how this turns out. Well, it's 3:34 in the afternoon. I finally got like an hour out of St. Louis, and so you can see what I'm hauling. It initially started out as a tarp load and then went to a change to a non-tarp load. So obviously they store the stuff outside, and anyway, it's a very odd 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straps, and then I use like chip chains in these crevices they have on the end to hold the product moving forward or back. So nice and shiny up front, rusty in the rear. Yeah, so I initially misinterpreted my work assignment. I thought this had to deliver at 8:15 tomorrow morning, and not really realizing there were 31 days in the week, or the month. Tomorrow's actually the 31st, so I'm not delivering until Wednesday morning. So I've got the rest of this evening and all day tomorrow to drive. I'm gonna make it another 4 hours down the road. I'm gonna fuel and probably stay the night there at the truck stop, and then I will proceed to drive casually on the next day, because I'll only have like 7 hours to go. I'll have 11 hours to do it, so won't be a whole lot of stress, but I'll probably be stopping a lot to check out these securements to make sure everything's snug and things that aren't moving around. I mean, I've only got one other spool on this side that I can use, and I've got 4 on the other side in case I need to throw a couple more straps, but I can also use some chains like I did on the front and back, but I don't know, it's kind of an odd load. Some people may say, why are you even showing it? But you know, I'm a new guy and I'm not trying to hide anything, so hopefully if people see that, hey, you should have done it this way, or they can provide some polite, constructive criticism, I'm always open, because I am fairly 3 months at driving a truck and not too experienced at securing stuff down other than what would seem common sense. But anyway, these things are all bundled together. The forward and rearward motion is pretty much covered. It's the I don't change lanes really quickly, and as long as another truck doesn't hit me at full force from the side, this stuff should stay in place. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. I'm at a Road Ranger, and I'm off Highway 64 heading east, and I can't remember the exit number, so anyway, that's it for now. Time to head on down the road for about 4.5 hours, get some fuel, and find a parking spot.